What is up, everybody? Bobby here, the Nintendo Guru. It's time for that Free Flow Friday. You know how we do. Listen, you guys love this. I know you do. Joel Brooks loves it, and that's all that matters. As long as Joel Brooks loves what's going on Fridays, we're going to keep doing what we do. But here's the thing. So this Friday's a little different. I always say to you guys, like, if I have something...
Happy launch day, yo.
Anyway, if we have something that we're going to talk about, that's Nintendo news, we're going to hit that. But we got a story to tell as well. So I figured I'd do both. Here's the thing. Next segment that's coming up, we're going to break down something that's exclusive, an announcement. It's not really exclusive anymore. It's kind of gotten out there, more or less. But the other day, right? So on Wednesday, Jams and I do this Co-op Kings. Here's the live reaction of what I saw come through to me on Twitter. This is it. Check it out. Whoa, what's this? Hold on. I need a timeout. I just got something major coming to me.
Whoa. Okay. What happened?
I just got a message, private message.
Okay.
Get the out of here.
What happened?
Oh my god, hold on. Oh my god, dude.
What happened?
Wow.
Okay,
Hold on. I can't say, dude. I can't say. This is what I will say. Tomorrow, I will be revealing something to the world exclusively. It's Nintendo Switch related. It's amazing. So that's my live reaction at the minute that I saw what was coming out. So my friends over at OJO, you remember OJO, right? Hold on.
OJO, you remember OJO, right? The peeps that made this thing, this projector, the world's first Nintendo Switch projector. They did this, so they did this thing, right?
With that, they reached out to me on Wednesday, and they were like, we got something new that we want to show you first, and you to let the people know. I'm hyped. Because then this morning, I get a phone call from Jack.
What up, Jack?
Jack hits me up, and he's like, hey, we got more for you. We got more for you to talk about. Not just this awesome thing that I'm going to show in a second here, but we got more. So we're going to start with the little stuff and work our way up to the big stuff. All right? So at E3, I got to meet the amazing people at OJO. I love them people. They are so nice and so awesome. Just spending a few minutes with them at E3 and them showing me some of their products and all that stuff. Love those guys. They are just really awesome people. That aside, let's move on, right? So when I was at E3, they gave me a Pro Controller. Pro Controller was wireless. Pro Controller was also very fluid. Did a lot of stuff that the Pro Controller typically does. Like, this is a Nintendo Pro Controller. The Pro Controller that they gave me to use was very fluid and worked, which they told me we're working on the Pro Controller. We're working on this OJO Pro Controller. We have more to come. It is really cool. It does everything that the Nintendo Pro Controller should do. Everything you want it to do. It has gyro controls, all that stuff. You guys know how I am with names. It's the Gatito wireless control for the Nintendo Switch. OJO is putting it out. This thing looks really cool. It's got the analog sticks down below the buttons and the D-pad. D-pad looks good. The colors look awesome. I like this a lot. This is really nice. It will last about 10 hours on a single charge. It has 6-axis gyro support, Bluetooth capability, dual vibrations, and turbo mode built in. It is also compatible with the PC. It's going to be available at the end of this year. It's a huge thing. This is something that I saw at E3, and I loved it the minute I saw it. This is the OJO mini projector. So OJO is at a lower price point. It's a smaller size. It runs at a 480p. So yes, it's a smaller version. Still is a beautiful picture. At 80 ANSI lumens, it'll even charge your Switch twice on one charge. So again, it's a battery pack as well. So it's going to charge your Switch as well as play and do all that stuff. This thing is awesome. It can do the same thing as the big one, is BB here.
BB OJO.
It can do 30 inches up to 120 inches. There's a couple things that are missing on it as far as the bells and the whistles. But still, you can always go with this one, which again, upgrade incoming at some point. And then this one comes in, again, blue, red, really cool. I like it. Now on to the big one. So you saw my reaction, right? It is the world's first portable speaker that's also a Nintendo Switch dock. Essentially, you drop your Switch into a dock, which is also built with Bluetooth speakers. You can also hook other things to it. So you want to hook your iPhone up? Hook your iPhone up. You got anything else that's Bluetooth capable, you can use it. You can play your Switch in tabletop mode with this awesome sound coming right at you. It's amazing. The thing of it is like, if you're playing your Switch as it is in tabletop mode, this will give you the most bang for your buck. You can also watch Netflix with it, get a nice little surround sound. If you're out camping, you're out doing things, this is the answer. This is really cool. It has an expert cooling system for the Switch, so it keeps your Switch cool, keeps it from overheating. That's always awesome. Listen, this thing will allow 8 to 12 hours of playing, because again, this is a charging dock as well as a Bluetooth speaker system. 8 to 12 hours on a single charge.
That is amazing.
Now you can go to the park, people. You can literally take this thing. You watch that guy in the first Switch commercial where he takes his dog to the park and the dog, and he's just sitting there playing the Switch. Now you can do that. This is a thing now. This is awesome. It also, again, acts as a power bank. So if you just want to use it as a power bank, you can get 2 full charges of the Switch out of this, because you can charge this up to 8 hours. Amazingness. OJO coming with the technology and hitting you hard. Now look, I know people are looking at this thing and they're going like, do I really need this? Do you really need anything? Did I need this today? No. I wanted it, I went and got it. Did I need this? No. You want it, you go get it. The thing of it is this. There's a lot of Bluetooth speakers out there already. There's already stuff that people are getting for Bluetooth speakers. So if I can get a Bluetooth speaker for this, for my iPad, for whatever else that I play music on, but I can also use it as a Switch dock,
That's a win and a win.
it's just more ways to use these things to make them available and fun. To me, it's awesome. I cannot wait to find out more about this thing, to get it in my hands, to try it. I cannot wait. I got this information Wednesday, talked to Jack today, we went over some things. So awesome to see these guys still pushing forward, still coming with the great technology. Tipping my cap to you.
Don't have a cap. If I had a cap, I would tip it to you.
So here we go. Here's story time. We're going to talk about, if I have time, this might go a little bit longer. Whatever. We don't care. We're good. The first time I ever flew. Get ready for this one. This is, I'm going to take a seat for this one. Okay, so the first time I ever... Wait a minute. I'm sorry. Sorry. Okay, so the first time I ever flew, right? So I'm going down to Virginia to meet my uncle, to see my uncle. My uncle is going to college at the time, to Liberty University, because he's a pastor. And so I've never flown before. 17 years old, working at McDonald's, flipping them burgers, man. I take a vacation. Take off for the summer. Take a week off. Not off for the whole summer, just a week. So we're sitting there, and I'm like ready to go, right? So I go out with a friend for breakfast. And 6 o'clock in the morning, meet said friend at a diner, get a muffin, chocolate milk. That's all I need. That's all I want, right? That's all we're going to have. No big deal. Turn around, go back to home. My mom's yelling at me because I'm late. We got to get to the airport. She takes me to the airport, and I go on. Now, the day before, I go see my dad, right? And my dad's like, hey, here's a book for you. You like Batman? Here's a Batman book. Batman, Dracula, the comic book. I'm hyped because I've been wanting to read this book. I'm like, here we go. We're going to have fun. We're going to read some Batman. We're going to fly to Virginia. But no, I'm not going to fly directly to Virginia. I'm going to fly to Pittsburgh first. So I got to fly from New Jersey to Pittsburgh, from Pittsburgh down to Virginia. We're going to do this. It's going to be a thing, right?
Little side note. I get very car sick in life. Very car sick in life. Like, bad. When I tell you bad, it is bad. Like, I even think about it and I start getting car sick. That's how bad it is.
So I have this issue as it is. Since a little kid, I always had to take medicine. We went on long car trips and all that stuff. That aside, I'm older. I'm older now. I'm 17.
17, Mom. I'm an adult. I'm an adult man, Mom. I don't need that medicine stuff. I'm good.
About to learn a lesson about being 17 and thinking I know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so I sit down in the seat, right? I sit down in this seat, and I'm all set. And there's a man here, and there's a woman here. Okay, man, woman. We're flying. So we get up, and I bust out my Batman book, right? And I start reading my Batman book, and we're about 10 minutes in. I'm like starting to sweat.
Damn. Get out of here.
I don't want to read no more. So I shut my book and I set it aside. We're gonna put a pin in that book right now. So I'm sitting there. We got about 30 minutes in, right? Now we're 30 minutes in. Stewardesses are walking back and forth, but there's turbulence, right? Planes rocking and rolling and all that. And I'm like, oh, I don't like this, man. I don't like this at all. And I feel not so good, not so hot, right? Now we're about 45 minutes in, maybe 50 minutes in, and it's really starting to hit me. And the seatbelt comes on. Cha-ching! You hear the ding, and the seatbelt comes on, and then the pilot comes on.
Excuse me, nobody can walk at this time. Please sit down and put your seatbelts on. We're experiencing a lot of turbulence.
That's not how he sounded. I just imagine it now. That's how he sounded. But that's neither here nor there. So I'm sitting down. I'm doing what I got to do, right? Not feeling good, and I'm like,
There's no barf bags. Okay. Wow.
I can feel like right here. Yeah. So I do this thing, right? So I grab my chair, right? And I tilt it back. I'm like,
I'm gonna go to sleep. And I'll be good when I wake up. When I wake up, we'll be landed and everything will be good. Good.
so I'm sitting there and I'm sitting back and I think I got this down. I got this plan. This is bet. I got it down, right? And I'm sitting there like this, and all of a sudden, the plane dips. Like, I feel the plane dip. He comes out of a turbulence spell or the wind, whatever, the plane dips. And when the plane dips, this thing, whoop, and I go, it comes out, over the seat, hits the girl in front of me, hits the seat in front of her, almost hits the girl in front of her, all down me, hits the guy here, hits the woman here. This dude jumps up, right? He just jumps up and runs by me, right? And runs down the aisle. He runs up into first class. The woman, like, runs up a few seats and she's screaming, right? The girl in front of me didn't say nothing. She just jumps up and runs to the bathroom. And I'm like,
What just happened? What just happened? This is not happening to me. So I'm like, oh my god. I'm 17, man. I'm scared to death. Never flew before. Don't know what's gonna happen. They're gonna arrest me. They're gonna beat me. When I get off this plane, I'm scared to death. I'm like, holy cow. What just happened?
so now the stewardess comes back, right? And she's looking at me.
What did you do?
I got sick.
Why didn't you go to the bathroom?
The seatbelt light was on, and the captain came on and said, don't get out of your seat. I didn't know. I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Why didn't you use the barf bag?
Listen, motherfucker. There ain't no barf bag down here.
That's what I wanted to say. But I didn't say that because I was afraid and I was scared.
Man, there's no barf bags here. I didn't know. I didn't see any here.
Well, why didn't you call me?
Ma'am, excuse me, but this is the first time I've ever flown, and I didn't know how to call you. I'm sorry, I didn't know how to call you.
Listen, I'm covered in puke. I don't want to get third degree right now. You ain't questioning me. Like, what the hell's going on right now? I just puked on this girl. What do you... Like, I feel this big, and you're making me feel worse. Don't browbeat me. Like, man, okay, this was my plot. This was my plan. You know what, Mom? I tell my mom.
I'm gonna fly down to see Uncle Joe, right? I'm gonna fly to see Uncle Joe, and I'm gonna throw up on the girl in front of me. That's what I'm gonna do. That's gonna be the greatest moment of my life. That's gonna be the moment I think of all the time.
No, that's not the moment I want to think of. It was, like, now, it's funny. Then, horrifying. I thought my life was going to end. Hands down, most embarrassing moment of my life. Literally. That moment, like, here's the thing. That moment when it's up in the air, there's no going back. You're all in, man. You've committed to doing something so wrong to somebody. There's no coming back from this. So the flight's over, and I still got this stuff all down me, man, and I'm like, I stink. Like, I just want to change. But no. We got to fly from Pittsburgh now down to Virginia. And I'm like,
wow, this is a thing.
But before I get off the plane, the girl in front of me, right, her hair's all wet, because obviously, right, like, that's, woo. Can't even imagine what I imagine her watching YouTube right now going, that's the fat mother that threw up on me when I was a kid. I want to punch him in the mouth. Now, I wonder what her story is. Like, I'd love to hear her side of the story. Because I know my side of the story, and I felt that big. But she did the kindest thing ever, right? If it was me, I'd have turned around and been like, you piece of shit. You miserable motherfucker. You useless son of a... Like, what? Man, who gave birth to you, man? Like, that person and you should just get beat up. But that isn't what she did. She turned around to me and she was like, are you okay? And I was like,
Doesn't matter.
and she's like, I'm so sorry. And I was like,
Listen, you don't need to apologize. Like, my God, man, I'm so sorry to you. Like, I wish this didn't happen. I am so sorry.
in the moment of, like, when you could be angry at somebody, you don't necessarily have to be angry at somebody. You got to be compassionate with people sometimes. And I think that's the one thing I learned in that moment was compassion. I learned very quickly at that moment that, like, I'm humiliated and I'm feeling bad for what I did to somebody else. And rather than them having all the right in the world to bash me and belittle me, they didn't. She didn't. And she was probably a year older than me, maybe the same age as me. She was young. She was a young girl. But she didn't. She was just like, she looked to me and was like, are you okay? And, you know, I think that's the one thing that we need in life today is some compassion. I'm saying that now because it's the story I'm telling, and essentially, like, I was dealt compassion, and that's what makes me think that way. But back then, nah, I would have been mad. I would have been, like, really ripping me apart, and I probably would today, like, if someone did that to me. And I always think, like, is this flight my karma flight? Is this the flight this happens to me? Thank God it hasn't. Oh, that would be horrendous. So that is all. Thank you guys for watching today's Free Flow Friday video. I hope you enjoyed the story. Next week I got another story for you that's going to be woo. But anyway, please go over to YesOJO right now. Go follow them. I have the links down below. Go check out their new projector. Go check out their new Bluetooth, their new Pro controller, their new Bluetooth speaker, everything that they're doing over there. They do great work. They're a great company. It's going to be on Indiegogo, the Bluetooth speaker coming up very soon. Everything is going to be launching very soon. I'm going to have a lot of information down below, like the press release down below. Please check it out. Please go check out everything they're doing. Follow them. Do all that stuff. Tweet at them. Talk to them. They're a great company. Wonderful people. Leave a comment down below. What do you think about the products? What do you think about the story? Ooh, man. Follow me, Instagram, Twitter, at Nintendo Gurus. Check me out over on NintendoGuru.com. That is all. Peace out, Preston.